Hello. I wasn't really sure what to do for my first, like, real YouTube video. I don't really have any plans for what I'm gonna draw. I'm mostly, just gonna feel it out, start making shapes, see what I turn it into. The most recent drawing I have made is this. Not entirely sure if you can see it that well, but to get like kind of an idea for my style, I mostly use graphite and mechanical pencils. I do sometimes use colored pencils, depending on if it calls for it. Sorry, I have to sharpen this real quick. And yeah, that's me. And we'll start drawing as soon as I get this sharpened enough. So what I mostly like to draw are monsters and such. I had this little phase where I drew a whole bunch of my family members as like versions of them of monsters. And I thought that I might do that. Actually, my dog Zia, she's this little Chihuahua wiener dog mix. I'm gonna draw her. Zia, come here. I'm gonna give you a little taste of what she looks like. Zia. Let me flip this around. Okay. Zia. There she is. Precious little thing. She's a wiener dog, and I think she's wiener dog, Pomeranian, and Chihuahua. That's all the stuff that she's mixed with. But yeah, I'm not used to drawing dogs, but we'll see how it is. This side. Actually, I'm not used to drawing many animals in general. I mostly draw. To be honest, I mostly draw just. I don't really draw humans or animals. I just draw my own kind of monster things. Like, I turned my brother into a mushroom. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I turned my mother into like this into like this little vase thing that had like a bunch of different masks on it. It was fun. I enjoyed it, but. Let's see. I don't really do it based off of what they look like or what they I don't do it based on what they look like. I mostly do it off of their personality, and so most of the time they don't even like turn into what's it called, humanoids. Most of the time it's barely even conceivable as a human-esque. But hey. So, Zia, I know she's absolutely adorable, but she is rather aggressive sometimes. So that might incorporate. I might have it where like she has like a mechanical type of thing, where she has like steam coming out of like. Ooh, I'm gonna make like. I can make like a hodgepodge of different like mechanical stuff, and like a furnace. A furnace would be a great idea. Hang on. Like a furnace type thing. So this is what I've gotten so far. I know, fucking magical, but. You don't have to applaud just yet. Yeah, she's a bit rotunda, so I gotta make her a little bit fat. Rotunda. That sounds like a name. I like that, rotunda. Zia, come here. Sit down for a second. Sit down. Okay. I like drawing outside. I really do. No, freaking, there aren't any, it's like, when you're inside, you, come on, don't do that. When you're inside, did the recording restart? Hello? Well, anyways, I recently watched The Long Walk. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. It was a, to be honest, I think I might try and make a video about that. Can you shut the door? Stop eavesdropping on me, dickhead. My fault. I recently watched The Long Walk. That was a pretty good movie. I think it's originally like a Stephen King book. I enjoyed it. Spoilers. Not spoilers, never mind. I'm not gonna spoil it. If you did see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I feel like they tried to hide, we all know about the plot of the movie, right? Like it's a bunch of people walking down the road. If you stop, you get shot. The thing is, I feel like they try and hide it at the beginning of the movie, and I think that was kind of weird, because it was in the trailers and everything, and I feel like you can kind of get the concept. You know, it wouldn't really be that interesting if it was just people walking. So I'm not sure why they tried to hide it. Yeah, I feel like that was the only way it could have gone. Unless you advertise it as a sports competition movie, then that's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get anything else besides sports and competition, whatever. Anyways, you get my point. Fathead ass dog. I might make her not wings. I might make her ears wings. I like that. Let me add that back. All right. So this is what it's looking like now. You can start seeing the shape a little bit more. I think I'm gonna add like a furnace right about here. Add a couple more exhausts. I'm gonna do something with the ears probably up here. You know, and all that. I might make her mouth like a flamethrower. I do have this habit of turning people into war machines. Like, I have this friend, I'm not sure if he wants me to name him in the video or not, so I'm just gonna call him K. You know who you are. I have this friend, I turned him into a crab. But I cannot come up with a single other version in my head where he isn't this giant mechanical crab. It's this giant mechanical crab, and he has a visor on his head, and he has a visor on his head, and he's being tricked. It's a VR headset, and he's thinking that he's this giant war hero. You know, it's a Warhammer dreadnought. Is that what those are called? Dreadnoughts? I'm not entirely sure. Like one of those big robots from Warhammer, you know, thinking that he's serving his country, but no, he's actually slaughtering a bunch of innocent people. Yeah, I haven't really made the story up. I haven't really gone farther with the story besides that, but I'll come up with something eventually. I actually haven't made it officially yet. I do have multiple concept drawings, but this looks like a seal more than a dog. Anyways, I do have multiple concept drawings of it, but I can never just I can't just make it. It never seems right. Hey, Zia. With this drawing, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do her fur, because if I'm gonna make her robotic, I can't really do fur unless ooh, I can make it flames. Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, I might do that. Ugh. There we go. Hey, Zia, what are you doing? How you doing, girl? I forgot my hat. Do I want this? Nah. Alright, let me add a second one. I'm going to add a second exhaust to the one you already saw. It might be a different shape and different size and be completely different altogether, but hey. Anyways, back to The Long Walk. I enjoyed the movie very much. I thought it was I thought it was kind of bizarre in like the concept and like the way like not bizarre in the concept, but like I didn't really like fully understand what the like the point of the movie. Like I get it, it was supposed to be like fascism, I think, possibly fascism, or like the like a commentation on like the way like men are tricked into believing like that their country is all that they need and all that they have, and that they should absolutely serve their country with utmost respect and dignity and all that, like, you know, like in the 1940s, not the 40s. What the fuck was the Cold War? Was that the 50s? No, I was like, I don't know. Anyway, back when drafts were still a thing. Were drafts still a thing in the Cold War? I don't know. Probably. Anyways, back when drafts were still a thing, and you know, people didn't really understand how horrific war really was, and all that. Z, I'm making you fat as hell. Alright. And like, I think it was supposed to be just like, I think it was 50-50 on both like fascism and also just like the expectations of men and all that, you know, freaking, I don't really know. I'm not in the army. I didn't make the movie. I'm not Stephen King. I didn't write the book. But, you know, speaking of movies, I've been trying to make a video on Mickey 17, but that's taking long, so I'm doing this instead. I'm trying to do like a whole video essay, but I'm not entirely sure on how the format is supposed to be. Like I'm not I'm writing like a lot of, like, how a lot of them are done is like people basically go over like a small summary of the movie, and then they give their thoughts on it, you know, discuss the themes, explain the ending, y'all know found flicks, y'all know ending explain, y'all know dead meat, freaking, and all that. And you know, that's kind of what I want to do, but you know, a little bit, that's what I want to do, but also do a couple of my own things like this, you know, drawings. And I'll also do what I want to do, video games, all sorts of stuff, you know, just like do what I want. And yeah, and Mickey 17 is, oh fuck, what was I talking about? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like from what I see, they just start talking to the camera, and then they just know everything that they're gonna say. But like, they know it. But I see that they have scripts. But it's like, how can you give your honest thoughts with the script? You know, like if it's, come on, if it's a script, then that it's filtered. You know, it's like it's gone through, it's thought of, I'm going to say this to invoke this reaction because this is why this happened. You know, it's already planned out. You know, I don't really like that. I don't want to have I don't want to make a video that's not raw. But I think I'm going to have to if I want to get it done, because otherwise it would just be like this, me talking to a camera about some bullshit that probably somebody doesn't care about. But you know, that's most of YouTube anyways. I guess I can take a shot at it. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna give up yet. I can make her mouth a gun. Nah. Ooh, actually, I think I might go for a biomechanical thing. Like I'm gonna I think I might make her face like a gas mask. Oh, yes, very, very German. Alright, well, here's a little update on how it's going. Not exactly the most progress. What was that? Hey, Brian.
I couldn't open the back door.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you lock it?
No, it was stuck.
Okie dokie. God, it's fucking hot out here.
That's not stuck anymore.
Anyways, what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, it is way too hot out here. I'm gonna move this inside. We are inside now. It was too hot out there, so we're inside. I don't remember what I was last talking about, so here are my cats. That's desperate. And that's Pocket One. Alright, back to it. So I can make like the stomach like some gas storage, I guess. Not gas storage, gasoline storage. We're not trying to go full German here. Actually, would that be? I'm not entirely sure. Did they use gasoline? I know they used napalm. That was a big thing. My eyes have still not adjusted to the inside. Alright, that didn't exactly turn out how I wanted it to. Whatever. I'm currently drawing the fire on the exhausts. Not fire, but you know, the poppage. A little trick I learned about fire is that it's mostly just like layers on top of each other. Like you can draw similar, like just draw a shape and then just like layer that shape on top of each other and then shade the deeper ones in, then you can successfully make a convincing looking fire or something of the sort. I'm not gonna say it's a foolproof thing. You very much have to. There is some nuance that you have to do, but that's the way I learned. Also, with fire, I would recommend like thickening up the lines to give it a bit more of a hazy feel. Right, if you're not gonna be in the video, dude.
Okay, fine. You want me to be in the video now?
If you're not gonna be in it, shut up. That doesn't exactly look the best, man. Whatever. I'm going to draw the other exhausts on the other side. Now, to be honest, this probably isn't the last. This, to be honest, it probably isn't the last time that I am going to work on this particular drawing. I don't really do all my drawings in one session. Freaking like I'm gonna get this to a good enough point because like it would take too long. I'm not used to. I typically, can you move your tails off? I don't really do these big up papers. I mostly use little sketch pads, but you know I wanted to challenge myself. And you know, like instead of just doing little sketches, do a full detailed picture. But my style mostly conveys to little sketches, so it's a little bit weird. One thing I like about graphite is the way you have to kind of infer colors. Like as I'm making when I'm making the fire, it's not really like it's not fire, you know. It's just like it's gray. It's gray and black. What's it called? Shapes that you just kind of have to infer is the fire, I guess. And I kind of, and and I think that's a really neat concept. Let's see. What's your tail look like? Why's your tail so short? What, like that? I'm not sure if I like that. I'm trying to figure out what to do with her tail, but like, I was thinking of making like a chain coming out of it. Like making it into a chain to show like it's like, It's an actual, what's it called? I like to show that like it's like chained. It's an actual war machine. You know, it's not like autonomous. I got rid of the ears. I think I'm gonna have like. Then I'm gonna turn like turn this into like a like some smog. No, that would get rid of the purpose of these. Yeah, I'm gonna get where is it? I'm gonna need a little bit of darker shading. Hey. Yeah, that worked. I got this set of actual shading pencils, like actual like professional ones, from my well, I got the first set from my brother. Shout out him, he's pretty cool. And I also got another set for Christmas. And I've been just I haven't really used them as much as I should. They are really good. It's just that like the contrast between just the polite gray and just like the brutal black is kind of a like polite gray, brutal black. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit much, but that 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 spectrum is kind of the the kind of the most important part of it. I should use these more. I'm still lazy. Shading takes time, and I'm lazy. But I'll put in some extra effort for the video. I mean, to be honest, starting YouTube might make me put in more effort in general. Hooking up exactly by shading. Like every time I do a big old picture, has a ton of detail. There's a whole bunch of extra shading you have to do in order to get everything to look right. Which is actually kind of a thing I actually have started digital as well. I have a little drawing tablet. I will start doing that as well. I hope. Well, yeah. I'll make videos on that as well. Just whenever I'm done with this first little cloud, I'll show it. Another little trick if you're doing shading, um, try and make the shading directional. Don't just don't just scribble and all that. Shadows, the way the lines go, give movement, give direction. It's like an arrow. Like whenever you're shading, you're going where you going. You can go diagonal. You can go. You can do. It's not a circle. It's a line. So if you're trying if you're doing mountains, right, and it's dark and you're trying to shade and you're trying to just make background mountains. Get each mountain whenever the typical trick of draw and then like in the middle of the other mountain you to give the to make two mountains. Like the one on the right, go diagonal to the right, and the one on the left go diagonal to the left. Gives it direction and shows that it is a different area, it is a different object. Jesus. There's a bad habit I have whenever I'm shading that like my hand gets lazy, so I go like sideways with it. That can work in some situations, but Jesus, the direction you point your pencil very much like the way you hold it. Like if you're holding it like this, if you're holding it like this, it does give different amounts of depth and depth. I don't know what that word is. It's like how dark it gets, I guess. How good of a black is it? Speaking of digital, of what I brought up earlier, it is hard Because you know, like because whenever I'm drawing with pencil, I'm used to whatever pressure I have to put into it. But like with that, it's very it's very all over the place. Because like I have a stylus that determines how thick it is. Like depending on how hard I press, there's like a little spring in it. Oh, now I'll do the other ones and then I'll show it. It'll be like. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule recently. I've had a little bit of insomnia, and it. Huh?
I'm talking to my PC. It won't wake up.
Okay. I've been having a little bit of insomnia recently. I think mostly it's because I rely on like sleep meds, and I want to wean myself off. And so, no matter how much I want to go to sleep, I physically just can't. That sucks. But hell of my own making. So I better just suck it up and deal with it. I I, I should be able to though. Well, it shouldn't be that difficult. Couple more days. I want to thicken up the lines. I'm not really going to show it. That's what it looks like right now. I'm going to thicken up the lines between like the smog clouds to give more definition, give more separation. Not bad. These are reading glasses that I use for my car because I'm supposed to drive with glasses on. Yeah, so if I get like pulled over one day, I'd be like, I do have my glasses actually, but I don't like wearing glasses. So I use these. Oh shoot, I did that the wrong direction. Whatever. I wonder if I should have used a darker black for this. Cause smog, it's black. Jelly boost, now you know the fun. I don't know fucking lyrics. Do I need to sharpen this? Oh, these glasses make me feel weird. I don't think that works. As far as what I'm doing, you can use your finger to smudge up, like, shadings. Jeez, look at that. You can use your finger to smudge up stuff, and it makes it look more natural. Makes it look more smug. Oh. Piss fungus. Alright. I should have used that for the thing.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm good. I'll use that when I'm driving. Right now. Ooh. Oh. This is what it is. That's small. And now, now I'm going to add some of the shadow. Not the other way. Nah, it'll be good. It'll be fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to continue with the idea of making our tail into fire. I'm not entirely sure how well I can do this. But I'll get it. Yeah, and you do it like that. Okay. Let me get one more little pillar. I'm not really the biggest fan of this. I'm gonna keep trying, keep going, see if I can make it look good. I am not confident though. Come on, turn on. I want to make this arm a bit bigger. Alright, and then just turn it like that, and not exactly the bestest, most asbestos. I got the That. I like that. I like that. I'm making pipes going from the stomach into the thing. Alright then. Good enough? Alright. I am currently tired. And I want to finish up. Let me go ahead and show this off. Okay. This is what I currently have. It is not done, not by a long shot. And I think I'm just going to wrap this up and continue it tomorrow or whenever I feel like recording next. But, anyways, thank you for joining me. Have a great day.